Hey, my lovelies. Welcome, my lovelies, to my channel. So, if you were tuning in via Instagram, YouTube, or my podcast, I want to thank you guys for taking the time out to check out the Daily Vibration. As a matter of fact, thank you for checking into you today, right? Okay, so whether you're an empath or not, I kind of set up these daily vibrations so you can be aware of maybe some of the numeric vibrations that can flow in and out of your day, per se. So whether you clicked on this video on April 29th of 2021 or not, if the message resonates and you can take something from it, you want to go ahead and take what you can and leave what you do not. Okay, I'm actually outside in the backyard just looking at the lake so you guys can actually hear planes and the birds and stuff going on. So I want to say, guys, welcome. We are currently now at day number 32, and we now have 68 more days to go. Can you guys believe that? We got 32 days and we got 64 days left. We at 32 days and we got 64 days left, which means that we have been checking in on ourselves and leveling up in areas in our lives, my love, for the past 32 days. Okay, and we're not talking about perfection here, because remember, it is within your imperfections that you find your protection and your perfection, baby. Okay, so let's move in and talk about some of the energy that you can be interacting with as you are moving throughout your day to day. All right, so my name is Kamoy, and we're going to take a look at the breakdown for the date of April 29th, 2021. All right, so we currently have the sun in Taurus and the moon is in Sagittarius. Okay, so you have a lot of energy surrounding, beauty, as well as stability, as well as being able to meet your commitments. Okay, especially around your family aspect. All right, and then you have the Sagittarius energy from Jupiter wanting to expand things, right? The question is, and that Sagittarius energy can come in quite bluntly and matter of factly, so you can find in your communication today you're very direct and matter of factly. So and then depending on what archetype you're interacting with from your moon energy, that's gonna also be in the expression. Okay, so you have the fourth month of the Gregorian calendar showing up in the date today. That's going to be about doing, being practical, movement. Okay, so you may be required to do something on a physical level this month, or you may have been required to do something on a physical level this month, or maybe even today. All right, we got the triple twos still showing up in the date. Today is the last of the triple twos. Okay, so remember, still hypersensitive energy in the atmosphere, and with that bluntness from Sagittarius, it can sting today. Okay, so be mindful. Be mindful with the triple twos also, not to put your trust in people that's not worthy of it. Okay, you also have the number 9 showing up in a date, which is all about completion, right? So completion meaning really being able to tap into the aspect of your mental, aligning your thoughts, right? Not just with um, uh, internally, mentally, but also with your emotions, and then being able to take action within those emotions. Okay, so that's happening also within the date today. So that 9 energy is bringing in that activation of completion for mind, body, and soul. The combined joining of all 3 aspects of self, right, is in the date today. You also have the number 1 showing up within the date, that's telling you that you may have to verbally communicate something. There may be some type of verbal maturity happening. Okay, and remember, number 1 is about creation. That's that spark. That's that intention. That's speaking into the ethers and into the atmosphere which you, the individual, want to experience and express. Now, some people are not even aware that they do this all day, every day. And you speak into the ethers and you speak into the atmosphere, and then you have these experiences that you think you don't have anything to do with. But if you pay attention, right, to your words, your communication, right, you'll find that there are things that you put out that you really don't want to experience. So you can pay more attention to your words. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to drink something. Okay, so um, you have the number 6 also showing up in a date. And we've been going over this all month. The number 6 is also part of the vibration of April, or at least the word April. Okay. Um, And I talk about this all of the time. All right, so spelling April in Hebrew, you get the vibration of 321. When you break that down, you get the number 6. And this is all about creative and destructive energy, which means you have the power to create and you have the power to destroy within this energy. The question is, what are you creating and what are you destroying? Okay, now also showing up within the date that we're going to tap into is the number 5, because the year 2021 vibrates in the number 5, which is all about change, um, bringing in change, experiencing change, embracing change, accepting change, making change. Okay, so mental and emotional chess has been the aspect that you should be moving forward this year, right? Mentally mastering self and emotionally mastering self is going to be key as you're moving throughout any of this new energy that we've now moved into. Okay, so you do need to keep that in mind. All right, so now, we're currently at day number 32. We have 68 more days left to go. And today we're just going to take the time and breathe. That's what we're focusing on today in our level up. Just breathing. Just breathe. No matter what comes your way today, I want you to remember to breathe. I had experience yesterday within the bluntness of Sagittarius where I had to communicate something and it came out, very blunt. But it was something that I felt needed to be said, something that may have come across very passionate. Maybe, to me it was very assertive, but maybe to the person receiving it, because they're Cancer, it could have been very aggressive, you know. And what I noticed yesterday was, and why I didn't go live yesterday, is because I really wanted to take the energy of the full moon and sit in that, right? Um, and then because I have to get my full moon meditations and my new moon meditations back on calendar, but I really wanted to sit in this energy because this is a marking of something, just personally for me, that I really felt like I needed to sit in this energy. And what happened was I also felt like I gave attention too much to things, into situations, and even to other people, right? Within this energy that was, I just felt like it was distracted, and energy was pulling at me from different directions, and I didn't get to spend the time. So by the time yesterday came around, I felt very frustrated and aggravated, like I didn't have any me time within this energy. And there was a calling just to be still and for me to listen, Now, one of the things that I've learned when you're doing, excuse a loud car passing by, one of the things that I've learned while doing the spiritual work, guys, is that you have to be able to take some time for you to step back and for you yourself to be replenished, okay? Because there are times that you can feel depleted, okay? So I got to a point yesterday where I was beginning to feel depleted, and because I know we still got 68 more days left, right? And I know I want to and need to be consistent at this. I also need to be able to take in the self-love and the self-care that's needed when it arises, right? So there were some things that came up that needed to be addressed and revised, and having to take care of that, right? Emotional things, mental things, as well as that's going to cause now some physical things that needs to be executed, right? So within this energy, a lot of times what happens is, because you got so much going on everywhere else, you don't get the time to really hear because you're not breathing. Everything is moving so fast and you're just like an autopilot that you're not even taking the time to breathe. I needed to literally take the time to breathe, y'all. I needed to take the time to sit and maybe just do nothing, but listen. Listen while I'm washing dishes. Listen while I am driving. Listen, just come outside and listen. Listen to the birds and watch the trees. Just listen. So as you're moving throughout the day, I need you to understand that it's okay for you to breathe within this energy, especially with this full moon that happened in Scorpio. What you're gonna find with this full moon in Scorpio, is that it was bringing in some really deep, intense healing for people, some really deep, intense transformation for others. But then others were still gonna be sitting in deep, intense pain and uncomfortability because you chose to repeat something that you had an opportunity and was presented differently to do. You chose to move in the same old paradigm, you know. So let's take a look this month as we're in Taurus energy and how you want to move differently for the things that make you feel secure and stable, for the things that make you feel like um, comfortable, right? For the things that bring beauty into your life, right? How are you handling taking care of your responsibility and your needs? What are you doing that you can show more love and attention and bringing more beauty into your life in that aspect? So, if something right now is not adding to your being, it's not adding to your growth, it's not adding to you being able to live and to experience the best that life has for you, right? It may be time for you to reevaluate. It may be time for you to breathe and exhale and allow that thing to leave. Or breathe and exhale and then inhale and allow that thing to come into your experience. So today is Thursday. Thursday is ruled by Jupiter. So what are you expanding within yourself today? Are you expanding more turmoil? More I can't have? More I'm not worthies? Or are you expanding in I am free? I am healed? Or are you expanding and I am loved? What are you expanding in today? What are you taking your breath in today? What is taking your breath today? What are you breathing in? What are you understanding about yourself? What are you understanding about yourself? What are you overstanding about yourself? What's the double side perception that you have about yourself? There is no right or wrong in this, y'all. It's just figuring out what works for you and what doesn't. So if you're moving throughout this energy today and you're breathing and tapping into the wonderful aspects of life and what it has to offer you and what it has to give to you, breathe and relax into that. Breathe and accept that. Breathe and give your permission to feel that, to be that, to have that, to know that, to think that. Breathe. It's okay. Yes. Whew. Sink in that breath. It is okay, y'all. It is okay. It has always been okay. When have you not overcome something? Right? So everything that we go through is to help us to just really to remember ourselves. Nothing is ever happening to you, but it is happening for you. Okay? So I want y'all to do something kind for yourself today. Love yourself. Enjoy yourself. Right? Remember, don't be afraid of the dark, because out of darkness comes enlightenment. Okay? I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys in next Wednesday's live. Okay? But definitely we're going to see each other on Saturday in the VIP lectures. All right? And yeah, so I needed to tap out and do some self-love yesterday. Okay? I got some things that's due by the end of the week, and I gotta say, like, I needed to tap in and check in. You guys are also going to start to see the monthly videos go up. All right, so you're going to see the 4 monthly elements go up, breaking down your energy for the month. And as usual, my Patreon community, you're also going to be seeing the extended versions on Patreon. All right, don't forget the 23rd of the month we'll be circling back at 2 p.m. to do the karma and ancestor readings on Patreon live. And if you're a part of the community and you show up for the live, you get your free reading on the live. Okay, so I appreciate each and every one of you. Do something kind for yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Bye, my loves.